What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about my net worth. In this video, we're going to be going over my net worth as a 29-year-old tech worker. This is a video that I think I've been wanting to make for a while, but just for whatever reason never really got around to doing it. But while we are still in the beginning of the year, I want to be able to make this video. I have had a goal of getting to $50,000 in net worth. So that has kind of been the journey that I've been on this whole time. If you guys are new here, I have talked about this in the past. Still haven't made a video on it yet, but I will be in the future talking about how just a couple of years ago, 2024, I was significantly negative in net worth. I had a lot of debt that I needed to pay off, and through the grace of God and struggle a little bit, perseverance, all the things, I managed to not only get myself out of that debt, but now put myself on pretty significant upside when it comes to my net worth. Also, for those of you that don't know what net worth is, it's essentially things that you owe money for minus things that you own, and that equals what your net worth is. So, for example, if you have a bank account with $10,000 in it and the only debt you had was a car loan that was $2,000, your net worth would be $8,000. So that's just like a small example of that. We're going to go over several accounts that I have, different assets that I have, and what those assets are currently worth. And that is going to show you guys what my net worth is. If you guys are interested in this type of content, please leave a like down below, comment, and subscribe if you are new. And let me know if you guys are interested in me making this type of content on a more frequent basis. I would love to kind of go over this with people all the time. And if it's something that you guys want me to keep doing, I'll gladly update every month. I think that's kind of something I want to do anyway, just as an every month, at the end of the month, go over like what the numbers are, just to see how much closer we are getting to my overall goal. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the video. All right, so as you can see, this is my net worth tracker. I have all of my assets listed here. If you are somebody who wants to use this, I will leave a link down below in the description so that you guys can make your own tracker and fill in whatever your assets are, whatever your liabilities are, and that way you'll get your net worth. As you can see, I have January blacked out because I am actively tracking this. It's just my first time making a video on it, so I don't want to reveal yet what my net worth was for January. Just gonna fill in the numbers for February, and we will go from there. All right, cool. So starting with the savings category, this is going to be my high yield savings account where I park most of my general savings in my emergency fund. So for this account, I had a goal last year of hitting $10,000 in this account. Now I kind of have a new goal. I want it to be $20,000 because it's just something about the second you need the money, going below $10,000 just doesn't, I don't like the way it looks. I don't like the way it feels now. So I kind of want to get that up to $20,000 now. But currently we are sitting at $11,252.39. So that is what is in my current high yield savings account, and looking forward to adding more of that, like I said, to getting to that 20K. I am going on a trip soon, so I might have to dip into some of this money, but hopefully not a whole bunch of it. Definitely not so much that I go below the 10K mark, but that is currently where we are sitting on that. I try to actively put just a little bit of money in there. It's already accumulating interest every month, so I'm getting like an interest payment, of course. But yeah, I like to try to get that to 20K this year for sure. All right, so next we have my 401K through my employer. I do get an employer match on here, and I'm not currently maxing it out because I do have other things that are being pulled out of my paycheck to contribute to, which we will go over here. So I don't have the full maximum match, but that's another goal of mine, is to get the max match for my 401K. But it is currently sitting at $7,329.07. So very nice there. If you are somebody who does get employer match for your 401K, highly recommend that you guys are contributing as much as you can to that. If you aren't being spread too thin on your money, it's just free money. You put in $1, they put in $1. So if you can, you definitely should put as much money as you can into your 401K, because that is, like I always tell you guys, if you've watched my videos before, one of my favorite YouTubers, his name is Smart Money Bro. I need to link his channel in the description, but he always says the best person to take care of the old you is the young you. And I think about that all the time when I'm thinking about investing and like putting money into things, because it just feels so true. Like no one's going to prioritize, how you feel in retirement and like what it is that you want and the things that you would prefer. And when when you are no longer able to trade your time for money, it's very important that you make the steps now to be able to put yourself in a position to where you don't have to worry about that. So yeah, that's where we're sitting at for that. So now going to my Roth IRA. If you guys don't know what a Roth IRA is, it is a tax-free brokerage account where you're able to contribute so much money per year toward investing, and that money is then deducted from the overall taxes that you have to pay through at the end of the year when you go in to file your taxes. So really good investment vehicle that you can use to invest in stocks or bonds or whatever the case may be. Won't go too in depth on that, but definitely a really good account to have, especially for like the tax purposes of it. So another really good thing to use. For this one, we are sitting at $5,156.69. All right, now on to this account is the one that makes me the most sad. If you are anybody who is into crypto or that whole space, you are just like me and you are seeing just the market is so down right now. So crypto, I have taken quite a few losses in crypto over the last like 8 months. So my crypto account is very down, but I'm currently using Robinhood as that is the easiest account for me to be, or easiest platform for me to use. It's also just very easy in general for people to use, very intuitive. If you watch any of my credit card videos, you know that I use the Robinhood Gold card. So that is a card that I use for almost everything. So whenever I pay for something, get the 3% back, I instantly put that into my Robinhood account, and then I'm able to use that money to invest in crypto, stocks, or whatever the case may be. So currently, that account is sitting at $964.03, and I'm sure by the end of this video, that's probably going to change. But that's what we're going to write right now because that one fluctuates so much. All right, moving on to my employee stock purchase plan. This is not every company does this, but basically you can have money taken from your paycheck, put into a little 6-month fund, and then your company will go and purchase stock on your behalf at a discounted rate. So for me, I contribute quite a bit to that as well, which is why I don't do the max on my 401k, because I want to be able to contribute to this as well. As like I said, I work in tech, so it's pretty important. I would say right now tech is going to be, obviously is going to be the future. So contributing to that and being able to have stock in a tech company for as long as I'm going to be there, I think is very important. So this one, I've currently worked for my employer for about 2 years now. So I would say that this has paid pretty good amount in returns to me for what I've been able to get the stock for. So that account is currently sitting at $5,576.31. And that is one that I do really enjoy. One thing that I want to see so bad is these accounts to all be well over $10,000, especially this. I would like for this to at least be over $1,000. But yeah. We're on our way. We are on our way. It's very motivating to see like the numbers continue to climb. So that's something that I do really enjoy seeing, and that's kind of like the main motivation that I had behind even making this spreadsheet in the first place. So moving on to our health savings account. All right. My employer also gives us quite a bit in the health savings account. So I just contribute not very much toward it every month. But I do contribute toward it. Instead of like making a subcategory in my high yield savings to like have for like medical expenses, it's just a lot better and easier to have a health savings account, because anytime you need something, you have a card and everything that's just dedicated to that. You don't have to worry about going into your accounts and moving stuff around and all that. So it's just nice to have a health savings account. And for this one, we are looking at $942.54, which is very, very nice. Now, this one, I feel like is kind of controversial for some people. Like, I've heard, like, different takes on this. Like, some people don't count this at all, and some people count it, like, I feel like way too high. Me, in general, I'm just going to go ahead and put it. For my car, I like to count my car as a $2,000 asset, because I feel like no matter what, as long as your car is in, like, decent condition and works, can get you from A to B, and, like, you don't have to worry about, like, putting water in it or stopping on the side of the road to, for anything like that, you can always sell a car for at least $2,000. My car is definitely worth currently way more than $2,000. However, I'm not in the market of selling my car. I'm not hoping to do that at all. So like I said, at bare minimum, I know for sure that I could sell my car for $2,000, like if I just needed to do that. So I'm just always gonna mark that as $2,000. I'm not gonna Kelly Blue Book it or anything like that. I know it's worth more, but if I keep the car for the next 10 years, I think it's pretty fair that I could sell the car for $2,000. So that's kind of what I have that listed as. And now for my physical asset, my other physical asset, which is silver. I have bought quite a bit of silver. This one also fluctuates, if you don't know, the silver market has just kind of been all over the place. A lot of fluctuation in the silver market. So I'm going to look up the spot price for silver. Looks like it is currently sitting at $94.50 per ounce, and I currently am holding about 7 ounces of physical silver, putting my physical silver amount at $661.50. So that, as you can see down here for like liabilities, I don't have any debt at all. So that's a blessing, thank God. So for me, this is my net worth. Currently, like I said, I'm gonna now undo this so you guys can see that. Bam, boom. So as you guys can see, my assets have grown in the positive, which is really good. I am currently up about $2,000 than I was last month in January, so that's really good. Like I said, my goal is to get to $50,000. So slow movement is way better than no movement, and I'm very happy about that, especially as somebody who came out of debt and just like crippling debt. It's really nice to be able to see myself in such like a positive now. So this is really nice and very inspiring for me, and just kind of gives me the motivation to keep going. We got 10 more months in the year, so I think that we'll definitely be able to hit that 50K. Hopefully we even exceed the 50K, but like that's my goal. And then the one after that, of course, is gonna be that big 100K. So yeah. All right, guys. So those are my numbers. Like I said, if you guys like this type of content, let me know. I plan on making one of these videos every single month at the end of the month, just to kind of update you guys on like what's going on, what have I done, what's changed and everything. So I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Like I said, if you guys want access to this net worth tracker, I will leave a link down below in the description box so that you guys can pull it up. It's just on Google Sheets, easy thing to use, free. You don't have to worry about downloading anything. It's just right there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and what are some of your numbers, or what are some of your goals that you guys are looking for. I'm just a regular dude, work a regular job. But like Smart Money Bro says, the best person to take care of the old you is the young you. So I'm kind of living by that philosophy, and just trying to set myself up for the future as best as possible, and trying to navigate this crazy world the best I can. So yeah, man, I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Leave a like down below, comment and subscribe if you're new. Let me know. I appreciate you. Peace.